A football garden for Sierra Leone. A local leader returns to his community after his training at the Asian Rural Institute, Japan.
So you can see now coming forward, bio contact with the ball. He makes a beautiful pass out to Dondo. Well, Musa Masare. No, goalkeeper collects it. That's Mohamed Ba on the goal. He collects that one right now. We make a beautiful pass again. To Dondo. To Church. To Church. No.
One of the many one-leg amputee football teams in Sierra Leone. During the Civil War, thousands lost legs and arms.
Many of the amputees has to struggle to come through commercial vehicles. None of us have a car for ourselves. So we are very, very happy to... I want at least 200 participants to go to Japan and learn and come back to Sierra Leone. Because if we have 200 participants learning, maybe graduates from Japan, Sierra Leone. But today we will do a short small sports demonstration of what we actually represent and what I spoke about in Japan.
For many years, Pastor Mambud Samai has been one of the organizers for these victims of war, supporting the teams in their self-discipline, their spirit of play, and togetherness. Mambud Samai has just returned to his home country, Sierra Leone, after 9 months of community leadership training in Japan. The field belongs to the Asian Rural Institute in Japan. At ARI, every year, local leaders from remote areas of developing countries are trained in organic agriculture and in community building. 30 rural leaders from mainly African and Asian countries come together to study and to practice the basics of organic farming taught by ARI staff and by visiting international experts. Living and working together, they learn from each other as they discuss their visions for food-secure and self-sustainable communities in their home countries. Mambud's busy hometown. The head office in Freetown is the base for Mambud's social work. From here, he coordinates the many one-leg amputee football teams and their tournaments all over Sierra Leone. Occasionally, the national amputee football team will also play in other African countries, even sometimes in England.
This is the national amputee football teams of single-leg amputee to Great Britain when we are about to play. As you can see, these guys are very physically fit. They are very committed, they are very loyal to each other. We go into communities, teach them about the peace, tell the able-bodied to change their negative mindset to positive action.
Sierra Leone, a fertile country with rich potential for agriculture. Only a small portion of the land is cultivated by the 60% of the population depending for subsistence on their small farms. All over Sierra Leone, Mambud Samai keeps contact with settlements for amputees. Organizing their own survival, they care for themselves as they carry home firewood and water to communal housing. And Mambud supports individual amputees in their search for workplaces.
Yeah.
When I'm 4 years in doing the war, I have my amputation. So I lost my parents. I book my daughter, I have to cook. I do everything for myself. So she helped me so much. I don't want to sit at home. I don't have anything to do. I like music, I like to dance, I like to move. That's why. I like to, I'm not feel like I have single legs, so I also want to be like a, I don't mind.
For my family, for them to develop and support them for their education. And this one is the entire one now. Maybe I want to prepare this one for the, as I said later, for the Chinese yam. Maybe cocoa yam.
So the office go there here, sometimes they 1 or 2 amputee, you go to sleep there, and they take care, not so. And we want to do, you go to get money, not so. So I think another the project. Short one, yeah. Long one, yeah. Now sing and go.
Upon his return, Mambud's focus is to combine football with organic gardening, the beginnings of the permaculture football gardens of Sierra Leone. With some United Nations funds, the football teams have acquired a plot of land. They will now begin to prepare it so as to become a combination of football field and nutrition garden.
You know, it's not about get out, I don't get at this force.
They have already marked the borders of their land and protected it with solid walls. Tools are scarce. Building a toilet and a shed for their tools will be the next steps. And during the rainy season, they plan to start planting. The help of children from the neighborhood is welcome.
But now somebody we want for make other people the land about what we want for can do another place they are. So now based upon that way we try for camp and we bring the camp so that we're not able to see them.
Mambud must negotiate with the elders of the neighboring communities. They must be won over to be sympathetic with the project and its activities. Will they benefit from it? Will they contribute? Will they allow their children to be involved in the maintenance of the field?
Some place bad. What it will be, we are like a stone with a compromise, pen shell, back the lock the place.
Sustainable agriculture means how we can eat safe food, food where contaminate with disease or poison. So if at all, so one of our work we will do now amputee football program. Sustainable agriculture, especially using organic practices, but also how we could look at leadership as a very powerful tool, to changing our society. We want to say it is the best work to do because you are actually putting your life and food together to.
How can we ensure that in the near future it can circulate to different areas of Sierra Leone? Because I believe it's a welcoming idea and people out there in the 4 regions of this country would like to be part of it.
Oh yes, the demonstration farm is one project that we'll be establishing within the single leg amputee sport club. So also very effective.
During his training in Japan, local leader Mambud practiced his presentation skills. All over the country, he brings together farmers and teachers, men and women, to tell them about what he learned at ARI and to encourage local initiative.
Organic farming is very, very important for Sierra Leoneans because I have learned for 9 months of the importance of organic farming, and I want to impact my community on organic farming practices. But also we are improving our environment in a natural way. So organic farming becomes very, very important for our country.
In your presence, anointing breaks the yoke. In your presence, anointing breaks the yoke.
In Hebrews chapter 3.
Mambud Samai, born into a Muslim family, became a Christian and a pastor in a refugee camp in Guinea during the Civil War. On Christening Sunday, his community grows. New members with their new Christian names join, and community ties, spiritual and social, are strengthened. Later in the day, they will celebrate Sunday service in their church high on the hills above Freetown, a church they have built with their own hands. In the churchyard outside, the children are given a new task. Children in Sierra Leone, one of the poorest countries in the world, seem to be astonishingly well cared for. They are attentive, relaxed, eager to engage in a project if they are given a chance, like these children in the recycling workshop in Mambud's churchyard. Mambud's vision relies on a population aware of sustainable living habits and of the importance of self-sustainability. The next generation is seen as a resource in a country with one of the lowest life expectations in the world.
This is the onion that has been planted by you people. And over there you can see the compost, which is the kitchen manure that has been used to actually use the soil, to interact the soil, that we can have a good crop. This is the hole that we just dig to protect the compost. And this compost is what we use to give us, which we mix, that give us our loamy soil.
Sierra Leone has one of the poorest educational systems worldwide, on the way to an elementary school on the outskirts of the capital.
Start it all over. Count and you understand?
Yes. 3 classes are taught at the same time in this noisy room. 3 or 4 children share benches for 2. The children's minds are open for thought, but their teachers are untrained and overwhelmed. In the community fields close by, the children have the possibility to experience themselves as competent gardeners. Outside the cramped classrooms, the children could have an opportunity to actively learn about biology. They might record and discuss these observations. Why do plants need water at all, and how much? Depending on the plant and on the quality of the soil. And when they categorize and sort plants for their own consumption or for a market, they are actually engaging in hands-on elementary math. This would be garden-based learning, boys and girls cooperating. But so far, nutrition gardens, if they exist at all around schools in developing countries, are not yet respected as an educational environment. In Mambud's vision, the permaculture football gardens of Sierra Leone, the children play a central part.